Hey guys, my name is Matt and I'm the head strength and conditioning coach here at the One More Rep Gym. I'm going to make a video series for all those athletes who have just gone into their off season on how you can begin to prepare for your 2019 sports. I've got Tyler here, who's a 400 meter sprinter, and we're going to be showing you how you should be warming up to not only move better, but to feel better and to perform better in the gym, both in and off season. Alrighty, so the first step we do is increase our core body temperature with a 3 to 5 minute cycle, jog or walk. And then after that, we want to hit the foam roller. Why I love the foam roller is as we roll up and down, we apply pressure to the tissue. This causes our brain to respond and allows the tissue to become more pliable. This can increase our range of motion at joints. Now, I don't believe the foam roller is a great way to reduce injury, but it is a great way to increase that range of motion, which then allows us to move better when we train, which then builds that motor pattern over time. Step one for most of my warm-ups for most of my athletes is to foam roll. 10 times down a tissue, 10 times upper tissue. Quads, ITBs, glutes, hamstrings, upper back, and then getting cricket ball into the shoulders and the glute med are my personal favorites. So progression for foam rolling is to switch the foam roller out for a PVC pipe. It's a harder material, it'll apply more pressure to the tissues and can elicit a response for longer over time. Also, if you're a big guy, if you have a lot of muscle on you and you're finding that the foam rollers aren't working, this can be a great alternative. So the next stage is to increase our flexibility through dynamic stretching. I choose dynamic over static stretching, as static stretching obviously causes our muscles to relax. Dynamic stretching in this fashion here, leg swing side to side, 15 per side, will increase the range of motion of a muscle, but also prepare it for work. It's going shortening, it's lengthening constantly, just like it will when we're in the weights room or when we're out in the field. Dynamic flexibility exercises can be done both in the upper and lower body. For upper body, I like to add a band here, so when we're at that maximum stretch point, that we do have a bit of resistance and causes us to increase that flexibility through the chest, through the shoulders, and through the lats as well. The next one is mobility drills. Mobility drills such as the cook squat, we sink a deep squat, hands up, great for the hips, knees, and upper back. So like this, perfect. Next one would be a single-legged RDL, coming onto one leg, soften the knee, foot comes back, shoulders come over, knee through, squeezing the left glute. That's it, one more. And through, and then the last one is the external rotation squats, so foot across, sinking a squat, and stand, easy. These are all drills that can be done depending on what you have coming up in your workout. So these would be drills I would have for a lower body workout, but we'd have different ones for our upper body. These increase the amount of blood in the working muscles and still increase that range of motion dynamically. A great way to keep your mobility up and prepare you for your performance. So the next stage in our warm-up is activation. Now, without our central nervous system, our muscles are just a big bag of flesh. Central nervous system controls what percentage of our muscle fibers and which muscle fibers are working in certain movements. So doing something like this with a band around the ankle, moving side to side, creating that resistance and not letting it up, so not letting those feet cave, always keeping the tension on, will cause our central nervous system to continuously recruit more and more muscle fibers in the glutes. So when we go into future performances, squats, bench, deadlifts, throws, runs, sprints, whatever it may be, these glutes will be ready to go and ready to maximize his performance. Same thing for the upper back when we want to do pressing and pushing and pulling movements. Nice work, man. So now that those warm-ups are done, that's our basic warm-up. That's what's going to prepare us for our workout. It's now actually time to do a very specific exercise that is our workout. So in the gym, today with our lower body strength session, we're going to be doing squats. If Tyler's out on the track, he might start running the 100, 200, 300, or 400 meter. The point is, whatever you're specifically doing that day, it's now time to start performing those movements under light load or light intensities. So what are the 4 things we've covered today? The first one is the foam roll. The foam roll is a great way to increase range of motion at your joints to then improve your movement patterns during running, jumping, throwing, and lifting weights. This will set you up for better performances in the future. Number 2 was the dynamic flexibility. Leg swings around the world, things like that will increase the flexibility of your working muscles, but also prepare them for work by pushing blood into them and then the central nervous system to get them fired. They shorten and lengthen quite rapidly. The third one was specific mobility drills. Cook squats, RDLs, the single-legged squats. They're all ways to increase the range of motion of your muscles, but also to put some force through them, forcing them to get to that end range, increase that ROM so they're ready for that workout you're about to do. The fourth one was activation, our central nervous system, getting our motor units that connect to our muscles to say, yo, it's time to work and it's time to prepare yourself for this big performance we have coming up. And then finally, it's time to do whatever you're doing that workout under a light intensity, a light load, and build your way up to your maximum effort for that day. Get these things done this off season to better prepare you for your next in season. This will reduce your chance of injury, this will increase your performance, and it's going to allow you to train with a lot less pain if you're suffering it at the moment. Give it a go and let us know what you think.